Okay, here we are at the entrance to the display garden. The first thing you'll see behind me is the miscanthus bed. That is showing you the different styles and the different sizes of miscanthus. The one that you see right in front is one of my very favorites. It's Adagio, Miscanthus Adagio. The nice thing about it is it's about 4 feet tall, and it's a complete mound with lots and lots of inflorescence on the top. And incidentally, inflorescence mean the seed heads. That particular one goes very nicely in small gardens. It'll even do well in a big pot. Then behind it is a miscanthus that is called silver feather. It's beautiful in that it just has these very silvery feather inflorescence, and the really wonderful thing about miscanthus are they don't die down. A lot of people ask me, well, do the grasses die down in the winter? And they don't die down. They actually keep their structure. When it freezes, they'll turn tan, which is a good thing because then they start to really sound good when the wind blows through them. They rustle. But they will turn tan, but even in a snowstorm they will stand upright, depending on how many inches of snow you get, of course. But we had 22 inches one winter, and I was sure the grasses weren't going to stand, but they did, so most of them did. So that was a real test. But I wanted to just give you an idea of the different. If you just had miscanthuses, you could make a very interesting bed, because the shortest one is about 3 feet tall and the tallest one is 12 feet tall. So if you had a lot of different types, different heights of grasses, you make a very interesting bed. So let's move on. Okay, next I wanted to point out a real beautiful fall grass. This is a pennisetum called moodary, or black-seeded grass. It gets about 3 feet tall in bloom and 3 feet wide, and it's absolutely covered with blooms. But the other morning we had just this incredible experience of seeing this when it had dew on it, and it had like lots of little diamonds in each of the little inflorescence. It was absolutely magical. Now this particular grass will stay green until the frost, and then it will turn tan, but those flowers will stand up through most of the winter and look great until you cut them down in early March. I mentioned earlier that there are some wonderful companion plants for grasses, and I wanted to show you one that I particularly like. It blooms late in the season along with the grasses, and that is the sedum. It has this great seed head with a wonderful burgundy color, and it goes so nicely in among the grasses. This particular grass is a miscanthus called cosmopolitan. It's a real eye-opening, eye-catching grass that has what we call ribbon leaves. They're wide and they're variegated. This particular one has the white variegation in the center, and actually that's cabaret, not cosmopolitan. They grow exactly the same, they just have different variegations. Cosmopolitan has white on the outside, cabaret has white on the inside. Other than that, they have the exact same growth structure, about 7 feet tall, 6 feet wide, and then they bloom late in the season. Along about late October, they'll start to get the really beautiful, nice pink plumes on top. So it's a real nice specimen plant.